Hello everyone, welcome to Ian's Bricks, and today I'd like to talk about Speed Champion sets, and specifically those Speed Champion sets that are due to retire at the end of 2025. So at the moment there are, I think, 8 sets on the Speed Champions, or from the Speed Champions theme, which are currently listed as retiring during 2025. I actually got this list from Brick Fanatics. I'll leave a link in my description of this video to that list. It is a forever changing list though, so even though there are 8 sets at the moment on this list, that might change as we get into May, June, July. You do tend to find that there are some sets that maybe will come off this list. There may be other sets that go on the list. It's very, very difficult to tell, but at the moment we have 8 sets. So let me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk through all of the sets, what I think about the sets, whether they're any good to buy to build, whether they're good for investment, and generally just what I think of these particular sets. First on the list then I have this set here, and this is the Speed Champions, a 2023 McLaren Formula 1 car, set number 76919. This is priced at £20.99 here in the UK, £26.99 in the US in dollars and in euros as well. 245 pieces, was released in March of 2024. Now, this is the only set on the list that is due to retire in July of 2025, so this is likely to be the first set that is going to be retiring from this list. At the moment you can pretty much get this set from a lot of different retailers here in the UK. I know I bought some recently from Amazon at quite a discounted price. What I think lets this set down is that obviously last week Lego have released a load of Formula 1 sets, including this set again, and I have seen a review of this, the newest set, and it is slightly different, not that different. It's a slightly longer car than the newer one. This is slightly shorter, but I still think this could potentially do okay. Whether people will want to collect cars from 23, 24, 25, all the different years, people might want to do that. But again, on the downside, there is a similar car that you can still get from Lego.com. Now, what's interesting, of course, is that the newer sets have got the price increase. So this set is obviously a couple of pounds cheaper than the newer set, but also you can get this discount. I think because this is retiring early and there is a new line of this particular vehicle, the chances are that you will probably get able to get this at a discounted rate. I know I picked up a few up recently, a month or so ago, from Amazon at a very, very good discount. A lot of stickers in this set, as there are with most of the Speed Champion sets. They do have a lot of stickers in these particular sets, but this one, again, I'm on the fence really. Half of me says this will do okay because it's retiring in July and try and pick some up, and half of me saying, well, there's a new version of this out, so maybe it won't do so well. So we'll have to wait and see how this one does long term, but you never know with these Speed Champion sets. They do tend to be reasonably popular. Yeah, I think because there's a newer set out, I think that could detract from that. Next on the list is another set I've got just behind me here, and this is the Too Fast Too Furious set. This is, just hold that up to the camera, set number 76917, the Too Fast Too Furious Nissan Skyline GTR. This is $19.99 here in the UK, $24.99 in US dollars and $24.99 in euros. 319 pieces, was released in January of 2023, so this will have a 3-year shelf life by the time this retires. This is due to expire, also due to retire, sorry, at the end of December. Now, this is a set that's been out the longest, so the chances are this probably will retire. I think this was briefly on the retirement list for last year, and then they moved it. So the chances of them moving this set again is unlikely. Of course, what's good about this set is you get the sort of the Paul Walker minifigure in here, and it's from the movie as well, Too Fast, Too Furious. I know when this first came out, this was very, very popular. I remember this, I think I went to the Lego store on the day it was released, and these were flying off the shelves. So I think it is going to be a very, very popular car. Again, we've got a lot of stickers in this set. That's the thing that lets a lot of these Speed Champion sets down. But I think there's a lot of positives with this. It's from the movie. I think you've got this Paul Walker minifigure, which is always going to be popular, and Again, a slightly cheaper price point for this, and I know during last year I've been able to pick quite a lot of these up for sort of around about the £13 mark, I think. So if you can pick one of these up for that kind of money, that's a pretty good deal. And I just think for anyone's collection, this is going to be something that people are going to want to get, because it is quite a nice looking little set. I do quite like it myself. Yeah, I think this could do quite well, and I think even though a lot of people have hoarded these, a lot of investors like myself have already got quite a lot of these, I don't think that will detract from it too much, because it is such an iconic car. So that one, in my opinion, will do quite well. And if you don't have this to sort of to build yourself already, now would be a very good time to start thinking about getting this. Not particularly expensive. Do look out for those deals and discounts though, because they do exist, and it's always a good thing to buy something like that if you can get it on a deal or a discount. Next on my list is 76920, the Ford Mustang Dark Horse. This is £20.99 here in the UK, $26.99 in US dollars, and the same amount in euros. 344 pieces. It was released in March of 2024. This is again available pretty much from all retailers, and is retiring in December 2025. Again, I think if you buy this set, do look out for those deals and discounts. How well this will do, I think the car looks really nice. That dark blue colour is really nice, but it's a Ford. Are people going to be that excited about a Ford as opposed to something perhaps like a Ferrari or an Audi or a Bugatti, something like that? Probably not. So I think that's going against it. I think the car itself does look quite nice, but again, even in the past they've done maybe Toyotas and things like that, and they've actually done reasonably well on the aftermarket, so don't discount it. And maybe this one is a bit of a dark horse, because again, I've not really heard a lot of people talking about this. I think I did build this. I was looking for it earlier and I couldn't find it. I've obviously built it and put it somewhere and hidden it away, and I couldn't find it, so I couldn't sort of show you the actual finished model. But from what my memory, it was actually quite a nice build, as most Speed Champions are. I do enjoy the Speed Champions build, and actually you get a reasonable value for money. 344 pieces for a single set isn't bad. Obviously means a lot of smaller pieces, but certainly I think you get your value for money for this, and it was quite a nice looking car when it's finished. So again, slightly on the fence. It's a Ford, it's a bit meh, but you know, I think the actual finished car, and I think it looks okay, and I think could potentially do quite well, because maybe a lot of people don't know about it. Next on the list, 76921. This is the Audi S1 e-tron quattro. £20.99 here in the UK, $26.99 in US dollars, and the same amount in euros. 274 pieces, released in March of 2024, so just a couple of years on the shelves, and this will retire in December of 2025. Again, this is pretty much available everywhere. Again, quite a nice looking car. I think Audis are probably more popular than, say, something like a Ford, and again, the car looks quite nice. They did a couple of Audis in 2024. One of them retired last year, and they're okay. I think there are better looking cars and vehicles out there, but again, I think this one's kind of a middling one for me. I think it could do okay, nothing spectacular, but I think it's still a decent one to get. I haven't built this myself, so I don't know what it's like, but it certainly looks okay. So I think I'll be trying to get a few of those before they retire at the end of the year. Next on the list is a double pack, 76922. This is the BMW M4 GT3 and BMW M Hybrid V8. I only know that because I've got it written down in front of me here. These are $44.99 here in the UK, $44.99 in US dollars, and $49.99 in euros. So you do get better value for money if you're in the States by the look of this one. 676 pieces. Obviously, it's a double pack. You get a lot more parts for your money in this one. Released in March of 2024, and this again is retiring in December 2025, and is pretty much available from most retailers. I'm less of a fan of this set for whatever reason. I think it just looks a bit garish. You've got a lot of stickers on there. The colour scheme, I know they're supposed to be sort of rally cars and things like that, but I just didn't particularly like the colour scheme myself in this one. I haven't bought it to build. But again, BMWs are quite popular. Who am I to sort of judge? I think this could potentially do quite well. I think the fact it's available in most places, you know, there are going to be deals and discounts out there for this set, so keep an eye out for those. Again, I'm a bit on the fence with this one. I think there's one of the more expensive packs. I'd be looking at getting this for probably close to £30-ish. I think even at the moment at Smith's Toys and somewhere else it's around about £36. So I think there are possibly better deals in the future out there for this one. But again, it will be something that I will probably be buying for investment, just because I think there's a few decent Speed Champion sets around this year, and because they've concentrated on Formula One sets more, I think something that isn't Formula One could do quite well, because people might get Formula One out. Once they've built all the Formula One cars, they're probably going to go back to other different types of vehicles as well. So again, this could do okay. Next is 76923, the Lamborghini Lambo V12 Vision Gran Turismo. This is £20.99 here in the UK, $26.99 in US dollars, and the same in euros. 230 pieces was released in June of 2024, and this is retiring in December of 2025. Pretty much available from most retailers. This, I think, is a concept car, so I think this is sort of like a make-believe car. Lego did quite a good idea of getting the sort of shapes and the curves on this one. It's a very odd colour scheme as well, and even though it's a little bit of an odd colour scheme, I do actually quite like it. It's a little bit different, and I think that's what will make this car stand out. People do like cars like Lamborghini. Some of the higher end, more popular cars are always quite good. And again, looking out for those deals and discounts as and when they're available. I haven't seen this discounted too often. I think it's got a fairly short shelf life. It's only a year and a half on this one until it retires. This might be one of the sets I think that might be getting extended. Who knows? Keep your eye out on this one. I think there's a couple of vehicles in here that potentially could get extended. This is, in my view, possibly one of them. So I might not be buying any of these until later in the summer. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, again, it's just something a bit different from Lego, and I think something that stands out slightly. So I think this could do quite well. Next on the list, 76924. This is the Mercedes double pack, the Mercedes AMG G63 and the Mercedes AMG SL63. This is $44.99 here in the UK, $44.99 in dollars, $49.99 in euros. 808 pieces. Now, I have the set behind me here. It's a very big set. The box is so much bigger than a lot of the other Speed Champions boxes, and I've only heard good things about this. Now, I haven't built one of these myself. I was very tempted because I bought a couple of these recently, and one of the boxes was slightly damaged. I thought, well, I might just build that one myself. So I am still tempted to build this, because I have heard particularly the larger, the black vehicle is a really nice build, apparently. Again, we've got stickers in here which lets it down, but you really get value for money for this. I mean, it's the same price as two other double packs that are retiring this year, but you get 808 pieces as opposed to 676 in one and 564 in the other one, which I've not covered yet, the Aston Martin. But this Mercedes double pack I think will do very, very well. Again, you can get this on deals and discounts. I think now would be a good time to sort of look out for those deals. I know there was a one about a month or so ago from Amazon. I can't remember what I paid for these now, but it was around about £30, maybe a bit less. So do look out for those. They are about available from most places, but I just think yeah, this could do quite well. Now again, this is the other one on my list which I think might get extended. I think because it is quite a popular vehicle, I think this could maybe be extended out of 2025. But look at the thickness of that box. I mean, if you compare it to the thickness of the single one there, it really is so much bigger, this box, than the other ones. And I know there's one vehicle in there and two in there, but it's considerably heavier as well. I mean, the piece count is great, 808 pieces. Some of the individual vehicles have got 230 pieces in, so it's almost, you know, 3.5 times as many Lego pieces as some of the single sets. So I think this is definitely one to look out for. If you haven't bought this to build, I think do get it. I think the reviews on this are great on YouTube. Have a look for some, because there are people that have built the set and say good things about this. And I think even the yellow vehicle, it's the lesser of the two, but I still think it looks a really nice vehicle, well put together, lots of curves, lots of slopes on there, and so yeah, a lot of boxes being ticked for this particular set. It is a set that I really, really like, and if it does retire, then I'm hopefully going to be picking up quite a few more of these before it disappears from the shelves. Let's pop that down because it's really heavy and it's making my arm hurt. And we got one final set on this list, and that is the Aston Martin double pack. 76925 is the set number. This is the Aston Martin Vantage safety car and AMR 423, $44.99, again $44.99 in US dollars, and $49.99 in euros, 564 pieces, so much less than that Mercedes pack. Now this was released in June of 2024, so it's had a year and a half on the shelves, and as far as I can tell, you can get this from Lego.com. I think in the UK it was available from Asda. I was trying to see where it was exclusive, so this is one of the sets which is exclusive. It's the only set that's exclusive when Speed Champions it's retiring. So if you're outside the UK, have a look and see where you can get this set. Now, because it's available from Asda, I struggle because I don't have an Asda local to me. And so they do things online, but I always miss out on the deals and things. You've really got to be on the ball of that. So the chances of me getting too many of these are fairly few and far between at a discount. Do I like this car? Yeah, I do actually quite like it. It's Aston Martin, which tends to do quite well. It's fairly difficult to get hold of, but I think the thing that lets it down is one of the vehicles is basically a Formula One car, and they have, of course, like the McLaren earlier I was talking about, they have released a newer version of the Aston Martin Formula One car as well. So I think that might detract from people wanting to buy that because of that. However, saying that, you do get a second vehicle with it, which of course is a safety car. So maybe people will want the safety car. Quite nice green colours on this one. I do quite like it. But I think the piece count lets it down a little bit on this one. And I'm less keen, I think, on this one. I think if I was going to go for a bigger set, that would be the one that I would go for. So I think maybe people will have similar opinions to myself. So that's it then. That's a list of all of the Speed Champion sets that are at the moment on the retirement list for 2025. Which one's your favourite? Which ones have you bought? Which ones have you built? I think for me, my favourite one has to be this larger set here, the Mercedes double pack. I think that is very, very much going to be a very popular set. And of the single sets, the individual sets, I think the Fast and Furious one, the Nissan Skyline, is going to be very, very popular as well. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you have any other thoughts on some of the vehicles I've mentioned? Yeah, if you are either Lego investing like myself, or if you were going to buy these sets to build, now would be sort of a good time to start thinking about maybe getting some of these, looking out for those deals and discounts as and when you can. But that's pretty much it for the Speed Champions range. I will be trying to update a lot of my retiring sets list as the year goes on. I've still got a few more themes to do, so keep an eye out for later videos of different themes as well. But for now, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next video very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.